If you were to ask me what percentage of graffiti writers are carrying around some trauma, I would have to say more than 50%. And trauma absolutely played a direct role in me getting involved in graffiti. I plan on talking about abuse being a similar motivator for graffiti writers at a later date. But by the time I started writing at 12 years old, I can say I'd suffered a fair amount of abuse, and especially I'd incurred a fair amount of trauma. Maybe a week or two before becoming a graffiti writer, I almost lost my life. I had my arm up against a glass window and that thing broke out and sliced me all to hell and just barely missed slicing my neck and taking me out. This happened to me when I was at home, and I can say in those years I was looking for any excuse to just be outside and be away from my house. This was especially the case when my father was in the house. My father was a war veteran and he was a hardcore alcoholic. And my father took out a lot of his stress on us, and there'd just be some days we'd wake up, he'd wake up, and he'd just start swinging on us for no reason. So by a very early age, I'm talking maybe 7 or 8 years old, I was already outside, going to Holly Courts, just kind of wandering around the streets, riding a bike, riding a skateboard, and doing everything I could to not be at home. And having my life almost get taken from me amplified this greatly. And now I had one of the best excuses to be outside that I could ever find. And that was, I was going out to crush buses, to hit the streets, and get up. And even when we do a pretty good job of suppressing things, of pushing things down and not thinking about them, they don't go away, and your body remembers, and your body tells you to do certain things at certain times. And mine was always telling me to get the hell out of the house and go out there and go get up. And the sad thing is that the streets were not any more safe than my house was. They were a hell of a lot more dangerous. And I was risking going outside and incurring some more trauma every single day that I went outside. But I was pulled to be outside with my friends, going out and bombing. And during the time that I was writing, I was also incurring more trauma. I almost lost my life again. I got chased by a bunch of people, and I got snaked by people I was very cool with. And each one of these things just made me want to just distance myself even further from those things happening, go outside and go bomb. And that's because it was one of the only things, if not the only thing in my life at that time that filled that void I was carrying around from having so much damn trauma.